into my Bollywood body. मैं आपका host Sunny with, I forgot his name, but whatever, you know, who cares? Emerson. So Emerson is about a week away from competing in Men's Physique at Toronto Pro Super Show in 2019. I recently met him. I admired his physique. You took an overall, I believe, in that show.
Yeah, I did.
Yes. So I reached out to him. I'm like, Emerson, we're going to shoot some videos. He competes. He's been competing for quite some time. So today we brought this series for you. It's a 5-day series again. What Emerson does in the gym. Not exactly that's what he does in the gym, but you know what? We sat down. We had a meeting. We're like, okay, this is the workout that we're going to make for you guys. Beginner-oriented workout. If you want to have a physique, you want to compete, you want to make sure you look chiseled, make sure you follow your diet, and then hop onto the workout bandwagon. Move on, stretch kar lein. Stretching makes you less prone to injuries. It's very, very important and essential to stretch to make sure that your body is ready to go and ready to pump weights. We're going to get back into and talking to Emerson towards the end of the video. I know he's just there, mute, but he actually talks. He talks, right?
Yeah, no,
I talk. See, he talks and he speaks fluent English better than me. So today I tried my very best. Actually, I've been reading books, dictionaries and whatnot, because I knew I'll be shooting with a Void Boy, so I have to, you know, spill some good English words out. Let's move on. Today, first exercise of the day we're going to do is, again, because since it's a very advanced kind of a workout, so we added supersets today with the workout. So पहली exercise जो हम आपके साथ share करने लगे, it's called flat dumbbell presses. हमने 4 set 12 repetitions के करने हैं. You're going to do 12 dumbbell presses, supersetted with 12 flies. Let's go, Emerson. So lay down, work on the negative. So what I want you to do, Emerson, I want you to do 3-second tempo. So 1, 2, 3, 3 second down, 1, 2, 3, and squeeze up, 1, 2, 3. You gotta make sure जब भी आपने कोई भी exercise करनी है, when we talk about the aspect of stretch and squeeze, so you, and especially if it's a tempo based workout, tempo means the speed, जिस तरह आपने इसको control करना है. अगर मैं आपको कहता हूँ 1, 2, 3 second down, 1, 2, 3 second up. So आपने खाली ये नहीं कि खाली डंबल नीचे लेके जाना है. You gotta make sure that the tension stays on the muscle for 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, then there is a pause, and 1, 2, 3, and that is the squeeze. Drop it. Let's move on to your superset. So आपने क्या करना है? आपने 12 repetitions you're gonna do with the 3-second tempo flat dumbbell presses, supersetted. जैसे ही आपने 12 लगा ली, you're gonna move on to flat dumbbell flies. Same thing, 3-second tempo. 1, 2, 3, pause and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Second pause. 1, 2, 3. Last rep. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Second pause. 1, 2, 3. That's your first exercise of the day. We're gonna do 4 set 12 repetitions. So 12 and then 12. That's your one set. 12 and 12. That's your second set. We're gonna do 4 sets all together. Then we're gonna move on to our second. You're pumped. Carbs, 80 carbs. You're gonna burn those 80 carbs within this one workout. Now we're gonna move on to our second, and she is slower than TTC. Second exercise of the day, we're moving on to flat bench press. आपने ये note करना है again, just because मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ यूं कर ले, ये कर ले, आपकी body बन जाएगी. Diet plays a very, how important is diet when you're talking about chisel physique?
Honestly, diet's everything.
It's diet is everything. So you gotta make sure your diet is on point. We have tons and tons of diet plans. We've got a diet plan, you know, for our fat to fit series, for people who are vegetarian, people who are vegan. You know, you wanna go with a high protein, low carbs, keto based diet. All the diet plans are available on My Bollywood Body. Now moving on up the second exercise of the day, we're gonna do 5 sets of 8 repetitions. Same thing. This time we're not doing a tempo base, we're doing 3-second negative. So tempo is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Negative is खाली नीचे जाते हुए जहाँ पे muscle stretch हो रहा है, you're going to do 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, and then full range of motion back up. 5 sets, 8 repetition, 3-second negative. Let's go, Emerson. Up and slow. 1, 2, 3, push. Here we go, big guy. 1, 2, 3, push. So you got to make sure जब भी आपने flat bench करना है, flat bench not only adds the thickness, it also adds the width to your chest. Bring it on or just above your nipple to add the maximum stretch to your chest. 1, 2, 3, pause and thrust up. That's about it. 5 set, 8 repetitions. Okay. So a lot of people actually ask me questions, Emerson, that, you know, when we're working out, how much time should we wait between the sets? I tell them depending on the level, or depending on how much weight you're pushing, anywhere from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. In your case, I mean, what do you recommend?
For me right now, I'm starting to deplete, so I'm doing like 4 sets, 20 reps. So I usually try and take like 20 to 30 seconds.
So shorter breaks, so they do wonders. Because even if you're doing a negative base or a tempo based workout, the shorter the break is, you know, the higher your heart rate is going to go. And especially if you're looking or admiring a chiseled physique, you want to get into that lean and aesthetic body, or you want to compete. The maintaining your heart rate elevated is very, very important to build that physique, because the higher the heart rate is, the more calories you're going to end up burning. And shit, see how good English I speak. Moving on to our third exercise of the day. Now we're going to hit the upper chest. So आपने देखा होगा हमने पहले flat chest को target किया है, and पहले dumbbells लगाए हैं, उसके बाद we moved on to flies, then we moved on to the bench. Now what we're doing, same thing जो हमने flat के साथ की थी, now we're doing it with the upper chest. We're going to do 4 sets of 12, 3-second tempo, incline dumbbell presses, supersetted with incline flies, 12 repetition. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 3. Beauty. 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 3. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3, 12. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Let's move on to your flies. So आपने 12 repetition, 3-second tempo based. 1, 2, 3. Pause, which is the muscle stays under tension. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze. Go. Flies. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, 3. Tempo. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, 3. One more, big guy. 1, 2, 3. Pause. 1, 2, and 12. Flat bench, flat barbell, incline bench, same thing. 12, 3-second tempo, supersetted with incline flies. By this time, again, we're going, very fast, 3 to 4 minutes, we're trying to wrap up the workout. But when you're going to do it, because of the fact that there is a lot of negative, or जब भी हम आपसे 8 repetitions की बात करते हैं, you're going to end up lifting heavier weight. So by the time you come here, not only your chest, again, your secondary muscle, which is your shoulder, your triceps are going to start hurting as well. So from now, we're just going to move on to the isolation workout. I'm not going to put more emphasis on, okay, do incline bench, then decline bench, do parallel dips and pec deck. No, we're going to move on to your cross cable fly. One of the great exercises to give that perfect shape to your chest, or if you have man boobs. I love boobs. Sorry. It's every guy's thing. What am I supposed to say, right? We talked about we're not going to talk dirty, but what am I supposed to do, right? it's in me. Now we're going to move on to 5 sets of 20 cross cable flies. This is a tower that you can find in any gym. Wherever you go, you live in a pen, you live in a village, you smaller gym, YMCA, bigger gym, corporate gym. Wherever you go, you train in a studio. This is an essential machine to have. Cross cable flies. 5 sets of 20, work on the squeeze. So 1, stretch, and look at the speed, and come down and squeeze. So it's not about going back and forth and using your shoulders, or आप shoulder पे चोट लगवा रहे हो, or you're going back and forth, आपकी chest, you get a little bit of a pump. It's about a proper technique. It's about the quality. It's about the control. It's about the biomechanics. It's about understanding how you can break those muscle fibers and help recover them with the proper nutrition. And squeeze. Here we go. One more. Stretch. Keep the tension. See, the tension always stays on the muscle. Squeeze. And last rep. Stretch. And come, squeeze, and cut it. That's it. 5 sets, 20 repetitions. The higher the number of reps, the shorter the break you're gonna keep. The lower the number of reps, the longer the break you can take, because if I say 6 reps or 8 reps, you're gonna lift heavy. If you're talking about 20 repetitions, you're gonna keep the break shorter because you're not lifting that heavy of a break. So, off of weight. Flat bench, flies. Barbell, incline bench, flies, 5 sets of 20 cross cable flies. Emerson, we're gonna finish it off with push-ups. By now, your chest is done. There is not much left. You're not feeling, there's not much lactic acid left. There's not much pump left. You're not feeling anything in your chest. We're gonna finish it off. Let's go this way with 4 sets of push-ups till failure. But again, it's a controlled motion. Let's go nice and slow. So see the speed. It's very, very important to know the speed when you're working out, especially when you're doing like a suicide or when you're doing a failure set. So if you're going really, really fast, uska koi fayda nahi hai, because you're not using your chest muscles. Because when you're training chest, you're not only using your primary, which is your chest muscle, you're also using your secondary muscle, which is your tricep. Tricep bhi thak jata hai, then all the tension comes on your shoulders. So you gotta make sure the tension stays on the primary muscle, jisko aap focus kare, which is your pectorals, which is your chest. Nice and slow stretch. If I say 4 sets of failure can be 4, failure can be 6, failure can be 50 repetitions. Muscle has to give up. It's not that ke aap thak gaye, the muscle is so exhausted and tired that you cannot do anything, and that's about it. Emerson? So this workout, if you play your cards right with the proper range of motion, you can finish it off in about 45 to 50 minutes, depending how dedicated you are, how much weight you're lifting. That being said, Emerson, back to you. For a minute I thought you were mute because all you were like throughout the workout. So what do you want to add? Especially, I've noticed a lot of the workouts when you're doing, your focus was, it's a mind to muscle. Your focus is all on squeezing and stretching. So I want you to shed some light on that.
So whenever I work out, I always try and do proper form, because if you're not doing proper form, you're not really isolating the muscle that you're working, and you're compensating using other muscles instead of using the one that you're trying to grow. So
You're tired.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And I mean, you know,
Super
when we were shooting, and I kept thinking, it's like, I know this guy from somewhere. You know, guys, I believe he looks like Brad Pitt. Okay, so make sure, leave it in the comment box if he looks like Brad Pitt or not. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, My Bollywood Body. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And make sure to follow him on Instagram. You can see at the description box all his information. Make sure to give him a shout out as well. See you on Tuesday with our back workout.